I'm not thinking too far ahead with much. I'm just enjoying being back and playing and getting back into competitive cricket. I've still got that real competitive drive. I'm really just thinking about that and just looking forward to WBBL starting and hopefully playing well and contributing to a successful tournament for us. I love batting. As I said, I'm very competitive and want to do well and want to help the team win. So it was nice to spend some time out in the middle with the Victorian team in the WNCL, and it's a totally different competition now, the WBBL. But I feel confident heading in and looking forward to getting out there and playing. Haven't thought that far ahead. I'm looking forward to Thursday night against the Sixers. Just go with the flow and, as I said, try and make sure I keep enjoying it, having fun, doing as well as I can, and we'll see where we go from there. We are young, but we've actually got a lot of the team who've played a fair bit of cricket and had experience at this level. So, I don't think that's going to hold us back at all. I think, I look across our squad, we've got some really good balance. We've got some, all sort of areas covered in terms of, bat and ball, and our internationals bring some good experience, and there's some match winners in there as well. So I go into this tournament very, very comfortable and confident with the squad that we've got, that we can do really well. It's not easy, it's a tough competition, and you've got to be pretty consistent over a period of time as well. So I think the important thing for us is just starting off really well, going out there and playing sort of our style as quickly as we can, and that'll be to take the game on, play with freedom and have a smile on our face. So that's all I want our team to do, and I'm very confident we can do that, and we'll see where that takes us. Yeah, absolutely. Those two girls have played a lot of cricket now, even though Annabel's still very young. She's got some good experience and knowledge in the game, and both of them have incredible talent. I think Kim Garth has shown that she can play a real match-winning role with the ball and across the whole innings as well, and she's a very, very important player for us, as is Annabel. So I can't wait to play alongside them. I've played a bit with them, but to do it in WBBL I think is sort of next level, and I think the squad that we've got, everyone's really excited to play together and get the most out of each other. Yeah, it's been nice. I really like the way that JB goes about his coaching. He's very relaxed, really good people manager, and he's really good at getting the best out of his players. He's had some really good success across the world in different tournaments. So he's brought the team together nicely on day one, and I'm looking forward to working with him again. And Alice Capsey's a very already shown that she can dominate at certain times, so hopefully she can do that for us this year. I think it's great news that cricket's in the Olympics. I love the Olympics, so personally I think it's amazing, and it'll just reach so many more people and give it a great platform to show men's and women's cricket around the world to a new audience. So I think it's such a good decision for the sport. I've got no idea how it's going to fit. That's not really my job to work that out, so I'm sure it will all happen as it has to, but I think it's a great thing for the sport. Pretty disappointed, actually. She's obviously one of the best players in the world, and you want the best players playing in the competition, but she sort of made herself unavailable initially, and all the players of her calibre went through the draft or the pre-signing, and I guess she didn't nominate for that. And as a club, as the Stars, we sort of feel like, or I certainly feel like, we didn't get the chance to exercise our retention rights that we would have had to her had she nominated for the draft, instead of sort of coming in this way. So not only does that impact us this year, but moving forward as well now, Perth have retention rights to her. So it's frustrating because I think the goalpost seems to shift a little bit, and we didn't get a chance to get access to her. So it's disappointing, but I guess that's the way it goes, and we look forward to coming up against Perth and playing well against her and the team, and that's all I've got to say on that. I think the concept is good. I think it does spread the internationals and the really good internationals across different teams. It created some media and some talk, and clubs had to really strategise and come up with their different plans along the way. So I think that was a good thing. Whether that's what we use going forward, I'm not really sure. But if there is going to be a draft, then you probably want to make sure that it sort of happens how you plan it to, and I'm not sure what's happened in this case. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think we're going to have to make sure we keep it relevant. Obviously we've got the Women's IPL that's come in, the hundreds up and running, Caribbean League as well, so there's plenty of options for players to be involved in, so it's probably not possible for everybody to be involved in all of them. Some people might, but you know, the best players, you know, won't be able to do that, so they're going to have to pick and choose. So the WBBL is going to have to give itself a point of difference, I think, to keep the best players playing. It's a great competition. I personally love playing in it. I know all the Australian girls do as well, and we've got some great international players coming, but in order to keep them coming, we're going to have to make sure that we keep up with it. And it's all of that, probably. You know, I guess we're starting to take those steps in terms of playing some games at the bigger stadium, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. I think we've got to be willing to be bold and try those things, and they might work, they might not, but I guess you'll never know until you try. So that's I guess for people way above me to work out, but you know, we want the WBBL to be, you know, the best, if not the best, you know, domestic T20 comp for women, so hopefully we can keep trying to do that. Yeah, I think it should be 10 games. That's just my personal opinion. There's obviously a lot of other things that go into it, you know, that I probably don't understand, and as players we probably don't get to get across as much as you know, maybe other people do. So yeah, I think that would create a really good quality contest. I think with 14 games it's quite long, and there seems to be a bit of a lull for most teams at some point in the season. So yeah, that would be my opinion. Then you could shorten it, maybe make it a little bit more enticing for the internationals to come and be part of and stay part of it for the whole time as well. So we've got 14 games this year, that's the way it is. We're looking forward to playing all of those, and hopefully all the Melbourne Stars fans can get behind us when we come and play here in Melbourne. We haven't had a lot of games here in Melbourne actually the last couple of years, so we're excited to play back here, and hopefully we can get a really good crowd to turn out and support us. A lot of people's first reaction is, if you go to less games, then you're sort of cutting back and it's going backwards, but for me it's the opposite. I think it actually would create a really good quality competition. It really, you know, there's no room for error, I guess, in terms of playing, and you attract the best players, and the games are better to watch, better to play in. So I think, you know, to me it makes sense, but as I said, there's a lot more that goes into those decisions than I sort of probably know, but it'll be interesting to see how we go down the track. But we've got 14 this year and we'll play them and do our best.